you're sick of your music videos looking like everyone else's, this piece of equipment might just be for you. Because if you continue to do the same things as everyone else in your area, you are never going to make money off music videos. But when you finish this video, you're going to understand the impact that one piece of equipment can have on your work. And if you stay until the very end, I'll show you something even more valuable you can get for free as well. The one thing that impacted my music videos so much was a drone. So let me tell you all the pros and cons that this thing here had on my work. It's quite obvious, but the shots you can get out of a drone are just through the roof. A drone just gives you those beautiful cinematic shots that it's just something that no one will ever get sick of. Now I found that once I started incorporating these shots into my work, it's that thing that gave that wow factor to my music videos. You know, you can have an average camera and even average camera skills. And even though that's not gonna get you clients, you incorporate a drone in there and people are gonna forget those shots are even there. So if you have a good camera skills and a drone, the way your music video looks is just gonna be so much better than your competition's. It's the best form of B-roll you can get for a music video. And before I had a drone, I was doing my performance takes and then shooting my B-roll separately. But now with this drone, all my B-roll is just drone footage. I do establishing shots, B-roll, and even performance shots with this drone. So not only does it tick off all those shots I need to get on my list, it enhances them 2 times more. And I was always stuck to what to put at the start and at the end of a music video when it's those slow kind of awkward parts of the song. But with a drone, I never have that problem. I think I always put at least one drone shot at the start and at the end of a music video. When I tell you, when you have a drone, the ideas are endless for what types of shots you can get. They truly are endless. Obviously, your sky is the limit when you have a drone and you can just fit them in any spot, any area, and just get crazy footage that everyone loves no matter what. Every time I pull out my drone, it always impresses my clients no matter what. And every time I play back the footage from the drone, it's almost always what they get the most excited about throughout every shoot. I guarantee you the same will happen for you as well. Just overall, your cinematography and your shots will never be the same with a drone in your music video. And from that, you've just learned how much your cinematography can change through just one piece of equipment, which is a drone. But not only will your cinematography and your shots change, there are so many things on the business side that a drone can impact as well. With a piece of equipment like a drone, you can actually charge more for your music videos as well. Because a drone will make your work more valuable, which therefore means a higher price. Because a drone is just something that screams high production value. Because from that, the drone essentially pays for itself in the long run. So when you get one, you get more pay, which you wouldn't have got otherwise without one. So that extra pay from the drone pays for the drone itself in the long run. As well as once it's paid for, you continue to profit from it forever. And from that higher value and higher pay, you'll get more clients on top of that too. You'll stand out, and when clients see your work and how much you stand out with the drone, more people will come to you. That's what I found that happened to me when I bought this drone as well. And from that means more clients and more opportunities for work as well. Because obviously it'll elevate your music videos. But when I bought a drone too, I started meeting new people from all the new clients I was getting. People needed drone work outside of music as well. And from a few months of getting one, I started meeting new people who needed drone work as well. That's when I started doing shoots completely outside of music, like real estate. You just need some drone shots of a property, which was super simple and really good pay. And I even got work doing aerial shots for some commercials too. And on top of that, I found that my competition wanted to actually work with me as well. Other music video directors in my area who were doing other music videos that I obviously wasn't able to be a part of, started reaching out because they didn't have a drone and I did, which led to me being a drone operator for other music videos, even though it wasn't my client. Which means I started networking with other creatives and was able to get paid for other artists reaching out to my competition instead of me. And it was a great opportunity to start networking and get more work from other clients just through one piece of equipment, which is actually really crazy to think about. And what's actually even more crazy is for a drone like this, which is a DJI Air 3S, you don't even need a drone license or anything like that because it weighs under 750 grams. And in my state, if your drone weighs under 750 grams, then you don't need a drone license to operate it. Which means I just learned how to fly a drone off a few hours of YouTube and a bit of practice. You don't need to pay for anything else or do any extended work other than just figuring out how to fly it yourself, which made it a super easy process and kind of anticlimactic because I thought you needed really special skills able to be a drone operator. And I'll tell you right now, you don't, even though everyone thinks that you do. And from that information, you've just learned how it not only elevates your work, but increases the business side dramatically as well. But even though there's all this upside, obviously there's gonna be some downsides that come with it as well. And the first thing, which is what probably you're thinking right now, is a drone is very expensive. Now, even though there are drones out there you can get for a couple $100, I definitely recommend that you don't do that and invest in a high-end drone instead. Now, as I said before, this is a DJI Air 3S. And I got this in a combo kit and it sent me back around 2,400 AUD. And it was a very expensive piece of equipment to get, but it's one of the top 3 drones I think you're able to get. It came with 2 extra batteries and each battery gives around half an hour of fly time, and an LCD screen on the remote control as well, which is really great because normally you have to connect your phone or something to the drone. Now, it also comes with a bag and, you know, ND filters, extra propellers, and all that other stuff as well. So that price pretty much gets you everything you need at a really good quality as well. Shoots 4K up to 120 frames, you know, D-Log, it's got all the specs. So if you get a drone that's like $200, it's not gonna have any of that, and they're probably gonna have like 10 minutes of fly time, which is not gonna be enough for shooting music videos at all. And you're much better off just spending that high price in order to get all that upside. Because at the end of the day, you're paying for the quality of the drone and all the upsides of what it can do. But it is very expensive to have that. And on top of being expensive, there's a very high risk that the drone may crash as well. There are so many reasons a drone can crash. The big 3 are weather, you know, if it's raining, you know, it's just any bad weather, the drone has a risk of crashing. Even if the wind is too strong, the drone can fall out the sky and just crash. Where I'm from in Australia, we have a lot of crazy birds. And a big thing is that every time I put my drone in the sky on a sunny day, birds are always trying to swoop it. And I always have to keep the drone moving because birds are always trying to swoop it out the sky. You can get crash insurance, which actually came with my combo kit, but you still have to pay for that as well. And it still costs money for crash insurance. And even if you crash the drone, you got to pay for it as well. If I crash the drone and I return, like, you know, the broken parts or what's left over of the drone to DJI, they'll give me a brand new drone back, but I still got to pay, I think, like $250 AUD just to hand it in. And if I completely lose the drone, like in water or whatever, with crash insurance, I'll get a brand new drone back, but I got to pay, I think it's like $650 AUD because I lost the drone. So there's that big risk as well. And when I first bought the drone, DJI actually said themselves that it is a very common thing to happen with drones. Luckily, it hasn't happened to me yet. Fingers crossed that it doesn't, but I am always staying aware and being very, very careful that I don't do that. And on top of that, you're also not allowed to fly your drone wherever you want. There's a lot of restricted areas in my state, but also, I would imagine, everywhere around the world too. Because if you're anywhere within a 5-kilometer radius of an airport or helicopter pad, it's a strict no-fly zone in that area. And when you're in that area, a drone like this won't even take off in the sky. But you can get apps that tell you what areas you can and can't fly in, so you can plan ahead, which is what I do for all my music videos. There's other little things as well, like you can't fly near metal. That's not really too big because I mean, I just try to launch it near my car and it won't work because it's near a car, which is metal obviously. You gotta walk like 10 seconds, step away from it to fly. That's easily fixable, just annoying to experience when you're shooting. As I said before, it's got very low battery life because of how powerful it is. So that's why I bought 2 extra batteries, because each one is half an hour of fly time. And that just gives me plenty of room to fly and just take my time when shooting with the drone. So yeah, some of these downsides can be fixed, some of them can't. You know, stuff like the crash insurance and apps and that. But again, there's still downside even if you have that too. You can always hire a drone operator for your music videos, which is what I just said people do with me. So you just gotta plan for that and make sure your budget has enough room to hire a drone operator. So basically, to summarize, there's a lot of high risk that comes with a drone, but also high reward as well. And obviously with anything, with a big reward comes a big risk. So I'm not about to lie to you guys and say it's the best thing ever without all these problems, because it's definitely something that I want you guys to keep in mind when thinking about a drone as well. So now you know how much a drone can elevate your music videos, but also the risks that come with that as well. So if you want to learn other ways that I've elevated my music videos from a business perspective, I have a completely free masterclass that explains the key things that I've learned from the business side of music videos from my years of experience in the industry. So if that's something you might be interested in, it's linked in my bio. But other than that, that's how I've elevated my music videos with a drone. I hope you found this video useful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.